Prodnet Global.
Welcome back. Today we are pulling back the curtain on the tech world. We're going to get into something that seems simple but is actually pretty complex. We're going to unravel all of it and show you the simple, powerful secrets that really drive the world's most successful software companies. I mean, really think about it. We use their stuff every single day, right? The apps on our phones, the websites we browse, the tools that basically run our lives. But what is really going on behind the scenes? What's the engine that powers these digital giants and, even the tiny startups? All right, so the very first thing we have to do is tackle this huge misconception. When you think of a software company, you probably picture these brilliant programmers hunched over their keyboards, just writing endless lines of code. And yeah, sure, that's part of it, but it's not the whole story. It's not even close. And this right here, this is a fundamental shift in how you need to think about it. The myth is that the best, most elegant code always wins. But the reality? The reality is that a software company is a business first. The code is just the product. It's a tool to achieve a business goal. It's not the goal itself. Success isn't just about clean algorithms. It's measuring in profit, growth, and happy customers. Okay. Saying it's all about business is a nice line, but it's a little vague, isn't it? So what are the actual pieces of that business? What has to happen before a single programmer even thinks about writing a line of code? Well, it really just boils down to these three things. These are the pillars. Before you can build anything, you have to know why you're building it, how you're going to pay for it, and of course, who you're building it for. And these are not afterthoughts. They are the absolute bedrock of the entire company. And look, the order here is absolutely critical. It's a very deliberate process. You have to start with the big picture. That's the strategy. Then you figure out the money to make that strategy actually possible. And only then, with all that in place, do you zoom in on the specific people you're trying to help, your customers. So, think of the business strategy as the company's North Star. It's what answers all the big questions, like what problem are we actually solving here? Who are we up against? How are we going to make any money? Where do we want to be in 5 years? Without this roadmap, the whole company is just wandering around in the dark. All right, next up, the engine. You can have the best map in the world, but if you don't have any fuel in the tank, you're not going anywhere. Financial planning covers literally everything, from paying your developers, to your marketing budgets, to forecasting how much money you think you'll make. It's the dose of reality that turns a strategic dream into something that can actually happen. And finally, we have the compass. This is what keeps the company on the right path day after day. You can have a brilliant strategy and tons of funding, but if you build something nobody wants or needs, you've failed. Period. Getting deep inside your customer's head, understanding their problems. That is the only way to make sure you're building a real solution, not just a cool piece of software. So we have these three massive, really distinct pillars, right? We've got high-level strategy, we've got the hard financial numbers, and we've got these very human customer needs. The real magic, the true secret of a well-run software company is how they link all of these things together. And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How does a goal on some financial spreadsheet, like we need to increase user retention, actually translate into a real task for a software engineer? This gap right here, this is where most companies completely fall apart. To solve this, the smartest companies basically create a central brain for the whole organization. Just imagine one single place where financial reports, strategic goals, all the customer feedback, and the actual software plans are all linked up. The breakthrough here isn't one specific piece of software. It's the idea of having a system that connects everything. And this is what that connection looks like in the real world. A financial goal like increase retention by 5% isn't just some number on a page anymore. It translates directly into a software task, like build a new user rewards feature, you see? It creates this clear, traceable line from a business objective all the way down to a piece of code. And suddenly, everyone in the company knows exactly why they are building what they are building. So let's bring it all home. What is the one big takeaway from all this? What is the secret that separates the companies that absolutely thrive from the ones that, well, just write code? Yeah, it's not about having the best coders, or the smartest strategist, or the biggest budget. The secret is the system that connects all of those things. It's that integrated network that makes sure the entire organization is pulling in the same direction, where every single line of code serves a clear, understandable business purpose. So, to sum it all up for you, first, just remember, software companies are businesses that happen to sell software, not the other way around.
Second, the foundation of that business is built on strategy, finance, and the customer, long before any development starts. And finally, the magic ingredient, the real secret sauce, is creating that system that connects all of those pieces into one cohesive, purpose-driven machine.
And that kind of leaves us with one last thought. This framework, strategy, resources, customer focus, all connected by a central system, it doesn't just apply to software. It applies to almost anything complex. So, what's the real secret in your field? What are the disconnected dots in your world? And how could you start linking them all together? Something to think about. Thanks for joining us.